I'm Sacha. I'm the first local champion for the Brain Tumour charity's award-winning HeadSmart campaign for the earlier diagnosis of children's brain tumours. My eldest child, David, or Didi as he was known, died about 18 months ago of the commonest cancerous brain tumour in children. Unfortunately, when he was diagnosed in 2007, I didn't know what the symptoms were and got into the doctor very late. And as a result of that, he, on top of the standard surgery followed by 6 weeks of daily radiotherapy with chemotherapy, followed by 48 weeks of combined intensive chemotherapy, he also had to endure a further 9 extra brain operations. He went on to die during the Olympics with the very cruel combination of spinal tumours, which are quite common for that cancer, and full dementia, which is not, and that again is another result of late diagnosis. So what that meant on the ground for us as his family was that he had by this stage lost his short-term memory almost entirely. So his brother was repeatedly asked, "What GCSE choices have you made?" over and over again. As his parents, his question to us was, he remembered that he had cancer because it had been going on for a quarter of his life by this point. But he knew there was something wrong, but he'd forgotten what. So he would ask, "Am I having more cancer treatment?" And then my husband or I would have to say no. And then he'd look absolutely horrified and say, "Oh, am I dying?" And he did that every 5 minutes for over a week. That pretty much did us in. And the thing is that this is the kind of thing that early diagnosis is going to help prevent. Early diagnosis will give children a better quality of life with brain tumours. It will stop the disabilities. It will stop deaths. Not all of them, obviously, but many. Much suffering is going to be prevented by this. So if we have 2 coachloads of children dying every year, we've probably got 6 being disabled. I can't express how grateful I am to the charity for being able to be incredibly involved with this campaign. I don't know what I would have done with my grief, rage, despair, sadness, if I hadn't had something positive to put this energy into. I am incredibly grateful. And I know that I'm going to be able to move on from his death and sleep better when we've reached the target of the campaign, which is to get to an average diagnosis time for children of 5 weeks, which is what it is in Poland. At the moment, we're at 7 weeks, which for the commonest cancerous brain tumour, like Didi's, means children have usually died already from raised brain pressure. But at 5 weeks, if we can catch them at 5 weeks, roughly 70 to 80% of them can be saved. So that 2 weeks is critically important. So please, if you're watching this, please help the Brain Tumour charity reach more people with the message of this campaign. Text SMART to 81400 to get the symptoms on your smartphone. And please also help the charity in their drive to identify and fund the best quality research globally into this appalling disease. Thank you very much.